Good Monday morning to you. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Marchers. This is your outlook for December 2nd, 2013. Starting off with the GFS for today, this is the 0Z run from early this morning. And we have an area low pressure that's going to be far enough off the coast here that's not going to affect us with any precipitation here as this heads off to the northeast. So this will head up in a direction like this and will not affect anywhere in our coverage area whatsoever. But we will have some clouds around. Probably call it mostly cloudy over this entire area just because of this close proximity to this system here, and some showers off to the west here. So we're not dealing with any precipitation, but we are dealing with the clouds today. Now we are going to go a little bit forward in time here, and the skies will become partly cloudy on both Tuesday and Wednesday. High pressure is going to be just to our south here, and because of that, we're going to have an increase in temperatures this week with a warm southerly flow. A southwesterly flow, I should say, and that's going to bump up temperatures to above normal temperatures for this time of year. Temperatures now near the normals are now in the basically the low 40s up north, mid 40s here in the central regions, and down towards Philadelphia, you're closer to 50 degrees for a normal high. And we're going to have temperatures that are going to be above that for the next couple of days, at least through Thursday. I think once we get to Friday is when we have another cold front that's going to start moving in. It's going to press in and it's going to keep temperatures down. Now this system up here of the Great Lakes, this is actually going to move off to the northeast off the map here. There's going to be a trailing cold front that's associated with it. This cold front is going to be very important because it's going to be the focus of our weather for quite some time. And I'll show you what I mean in a second here. So we go further in time here. The cold front is actually draped down from the system, actually is off the map. It's up here. But there's a cold front that's sitting here like this that is going to be pressing in with it. This is attached to this system going up through the Great Lakes. And as this moves forward here, here's Wednesday night. You got some showers moving in overnight, actually Wednesday evening and overnight, according to the GFS, and then that moves out. But this frontal boundary doesn't move very fast. As a matter of fact, the frontal boundary is now sitting back here, and then you have another system here, a low pressure that's going to move along that boundary. The boundary, of course, is actually sitting right here. And you can see that's making the difference between snow back here in western PA, maybe some icing for parts of northeast PA, it's suggesting. As this low scoots off to the northeast here, this frontal boundary will edge very slowly to the southeast. And it's going to depend largely where this boundary sets up to determine who gets snow, who gets ice, and who gets rain out of this system here. Because it's moving very slowly here, the GFS is actually suggesting that as this system moves off to the northeast here, here's the low pressure system I just showed in the previous frame back here. As this system moves off to the northeast here, it's going to drag this cold front down just a little bit, and it's going to allow for some rain to change over to snow before it ends here. And here's Friday evening. After you get a little bit of a break here, you see now you get some mixed precipitation moving over to East Central PA. And going to the next frame here, you got some snow here overnight Friday night. So not a lot of snow, but just the GFS has been suggesting for the last couple runs now that we'll have some precipitation that will end as snow across parts of our coverage area, northwest of 95 for the most part. And we'll have to keep an eye on this, because if that's the case, you might be doing some minor accumulations in this area before it heads off to the northeast. Now this frontal boundary is going to end up stalling just southeast of the region, kind of just like this. And you're going to have little waves of low pressure. They're going to continually form along that boundary, and they're going to head off to the northeast. And they're not going to be very strong, but in this situation, you don't need them to be very strong. You just need low pressure to form along the boundary because it's colder up north here. This area here, you have to watch for snow. And so again, this will be mostly northwest of 95. Now we go a little bit forward in time here. And it clears out here for the most part for the weekend, but then you have another system that's moving in along that same stalled frontal boundary, and you see what's happening here. You got winter precipitation down to Kentucky, West Virginia. It's going to move into Virginia and Maryland, and then once it gets up to our latitude, you're going to get more in the event of snow here. Now this is we're talking about the time frame is late Sunday through the day on Monday here. Here is Sunday evening. Got some light snow moving up to the north here. Some big icing here shown in the GFS across the Appalachian Mountains here of Virginia all the way down North Carolina. And then look what happens in the next frame here. This low pressure again along this stall frontal boundary moving off to the northeast, and because it's colder up in our area, it's suggesting that on Monday morning we're going to have some snow to deal with again, northwest of 95, and some accumulating snow. Now we're going to have to watch this over the next couple of days to see how this evolves, but right now this is something that is a very plausible idea. It's something that's being shown on the European model as well to a different extent. We're going to go a little bit forward here to on the European model here, and it's showing the system a little bit colder and a little bit further south, but same idea here. This area here is all snow, and this is getting a little bit long range in the Euro here, but I mean the Euro is actually going a little bit more robust with this amount of precipitation that's involved with it, and dumping some even higher snow amounts. So it could be a difference between a 1 to 3, 2 to 4, maybe even 3 to 6 inch snowfall, and greater than that if the European model is correct. But it's way too early to get into accumulations. But there is that potential for an overrunning southwest flow event, and we'll be talking about that on the Facebook page over the next couple of days. We did outline this on our weather alert map section. Exactly what we're talking about with the jet stream dipping down like this, and then these little waves of low pressure following along that stalled frontal boundary, and areas to the north and west of 95 can be dealing with some snow as the cold air wraps around the north side here. And this is a classic southwest flow event, and what that can mean for our area potential impacts. You could have a mixing in between here. Best chance for snow would be up north here, obviously, and then more rain as you get down south and east of 95. But we have a lot of time to narrow this down. This is just a heads up right now, and something we'll be following over the next couple of days. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Marchers. That is your outlook for Monday, December 2nd, 2013. Have a great day.